I welcome the publication of the Art and Cultural Assets Report, commissioned by British Council Scotland and Creative Scotland. Artists have always looked beyond borders to collaborate, share, be inspired, and find new markets. While this has been hampered by the pandemic, innovative ways to retain connections have been developed and added to creative toolkits, which has strengthened our cultural sector's international outlook and way of working. As it's shared through Scotland's global cultural networks, the insights the Art and Cultural Assets Report offers will spark international conversations and offer insights into the richness of Scotland's culture and its incredible creative industries.
After 2 years of interrupted presentation of work around the world, this report is an excellent reminder of how strong our global relationships already are, and will provide a boost to those picking up from where they left off, with a refreshed view of what others see in us as distinctive and valuable.
Working on the British Council and Creative Scotland's international partnership, it would be easy to take for granted how international the Scottish arts and cultural sector is in its outlook and level of commitment. However, this two-part report, To See Yourselves and As Others See Us, is the first of its kind for the sector. It will contribute to how we describe the diversity of the UK and puts a spotlight on the areas where Scotland's arts and cultural sector has a distinctive contribution to make.
So we designed our approach to delve into people's knowledge, experience and perceptions, and to triangulate what international partners see and experience of the sector with what the Scottish sector sees as its own most unique features. We surveyed professionals and policymakers around the world, engaging with the sector in Scotland at all levels and across a wide range of art forms, creative industries and heritage contexts. And we heard from people in 23 countries around the world.
So we learned very quickly that it wasn't about being unique, it was about being what was distinctively Scottish, what made the country and the arts assets within it of the country, rather than unique to that country. And the more we did that, the more we saw our connections to other countries. We started to look at the traditional music of the country, and people thought, well, that's unique, isn't it? And then you pick away at that, and very soon you see the connection to North India for some of the scales that we use, the tablature, connections to North Africa for the origin of the pipes. And all of a sudden, we have this fantastic embroidery that is Scotland. You pick away at the threads and you suddenly realise these extraordinary connections with countries throughout the world.
The research also raised really important questions about inclusion. Scotland seems to have a shared ethos of egalitarianism, but it also challenged that at times. It made me ask again, what voices aren't we hearing from? Who is marginalised? How can we collectively challenge social exclusion? How can we use and expand upon our collective cultural identity to foster the next generation of artists and further nurture these values in Scottish education institutions and in the young people that we engage with? But also, how can we do this more broadly in an international context?
So what I hope will happen next is that discussion will continue. So this report is really, it's kind of a comma in a sentence that's to be continued, and a conversation that's to be continued, because none of these questions can be fully answered, but the exploration of them is really worthwhile.
I invite you to help us shape our place in the world by contributing to the global conversations that will be happening around this report. In it, you'll see where that warm and genuine welcome that we've come to be rightly known for comes from. But it's really better for you to find out for yourself. So I encourage you all to read the report, and I look forward to seeing what dialogue it inspires.